Hello, once again. This is my 1 week on testosterone update, and it's been a pretty good first week. Don't have a whole lot of complaints so far. The first few days were a little rough. Was a little tired a lot. I think my body was kind of just trying to adjust to all the new levels of everything, but it's definitely getting better. I also haven't really been feeling quite as social. For some reason, I don't know, I've been feeling a little bit reclusive, but I feel like I'm kind of coming out of that a little more as time goes on. So for those of you that do live nearby, try to be patient with me about that. I'm working on it. Changes for this week. There's not a whole lot really. Aside from my mood has been the biggest thing that I've noticed. I've been in such a better mood, and that's been a really nice change. Some other things. Let's see. My appetite has started to increase the last few days. I'm hungry and I eat, and it seems like 30 minutes after I'm done eating, my stomach starts growling again. So that's gonna be a task to try to keep up with that whole situation. But I have gained 3 pounds over this last week, so it's not much, but for 1 week I think that's pretty good, so I was happy about that. I've also kind of noticed some really subtle changes in, I guess, like my thought process of some things. It's kind of hard to really explain. A lot of you know that I'm kind of a big fan of analogies, and the best way I can think to try to explain it is to be driving a car from the right-hand side instead of the left-hand side. The controls are all still the same and still do the same things as before, but it's coming from a slightly different vantage point almost. It's been really interesting. I'll be curious to see if that intensifies or kind of just stays where it's at. I've also been told that I'm starting to smell a little bit different. I haven't noticed it personally yet, but that's probably something others might notice a little sooner than I would. So that's been interesting. Yeah, that pretty much covers most of the changes. As far as the name situation, that I feel like that's been going pretty well. People are still kind of trying to get used to the new name, getting used to calling me Weston, and I'm still trying to get used to hearing it. Also, I've had a number of questions about if people can call me Wes instead of Weston, and while it's possible I could warm up to that, at this point I think I would prefer to go by Weston, at least for now. Maybe we can work up to nicknames and shortening a little bit later, but for now I prefer to go by Weston. Something that might help to remember is to, I guess some people are only using Weston when I'm around, and still using Deb or Debbie when I'm not present, which, I mean, you know, I guess is fine, but I think it will probably help to use Weston and male pronouns whenever referring to me, whether I'm present or not. I think it'll just make the switch easier on everybody. It's also been brought up by a few people, kind of on different sides of the fence, but I'd be curious to get your feedback on this. Those of you that are watching, there's been discussion of having sort of, I guess, a wake or memorial of sorts for Debbie, and also a rebirth or kind of a social introduction for Weston, kind of party or gathering. I'd be curious to know if this is something that you all would be interested in. I really would like to do it, probably, at least for the people locally, but I'd really like those of you that aren't nearby to come, if at all possible. And if that's something that any of you would like to do, please let me know. And also let me know when that might work for you. I'm kind of considering maybe early to mid-January at this point, just to give people some time to try to plan, and I know it's a little tricky coming up on the holidays and everything, but I would really love it if we could do something like that. I think that might be, I don't know, I think it would be a really good way to kind of help us all move into this next phase of things. So like I said, give me your feedback if that's something that you all would be interested in doing, and if you'd like to attend, and if so, when that might be possible for those of you that are not in the Salt Lake area. So yeah, that pretty much brings you all up to speed, covers everything that has been going on. I'll probably just update you next week and let you know how things are going. Hope you all are well.